sharing a few delicious watches I've seen today, starting with a 5035, the original annual calendar. Pretty good price. I really like this version actually, white on gray with a white gold. I quite like it. Check out the fully stickered Sprite. Now down at the price of basically the Pepsi. Here are some 70s style Omega chronographs. Not too bad. Some people really are fond of these. Not really my style. Here is one of the palms, around 10,000, no, 11,000 US. A bit of vintage for you. Buy at your own risk. Of course, you better know what you're doing. This is a London watch in Yomate, so all these shops are located around London watch. So just look it up in Yomate on the Kowloon side of Hong Kong, and you can find, of course, still all the references, vintage submariners, pretty easy to find. Prices in the vintage and neo-vintage are very steady, while the modern stuff is getting slightly softer and softer, and nothing really seems to be moving quickly these days. 16800, probably the reference to look up if you like vintage submariners at a good price. Here, another submariner, but from Tudor, very delicious patina. And yeah, the date days are still very easy to find at this shop just across from London Watch. Very affordable here. This one, good looking, doesn't look in too bad a shape. And speaking of great patina, look at this 16570 at a reasonable price. More patinaed loom here with a Neo Vintage Omega. Reasonable, I suppose, this price. And what do we have here? A flat 4. I'm a bit afraid of buying a flat 4, but this is as good a price as going to find one in Hong Kong. I don't know if it's original to the watch. I suppose the serial number could indicate whether it could be or not. Another great price for 16527. So a Zenith powered two-tone Daytona. I'm not sure why they keep these. I don't think that's a new old stock. I don't know why it's in the original box like this. Looks like it has a bit of wear, not too much. I quite like these, though. It's a bit old-fashioned, but if you're going to get a neo-vintage, might as well go for the Zenith one. Alaska Project. Wow, this watch has been in that shop for forever. That shop is not often open. Still in the same gallery there in the Yomate. Check it out. And if you're going to get a Schumacher Speedy, this is the one with the signature in the front there under the logos and all the writing. This GLC is not from 2018 as indicated. It's from 1998 when GLC was really trying to come back. Sweat the details. Beautiful watch, 37mm, but with lots of presence. This one has a lot of scratches, but comes with the papers and comes at a very good price. Actually much better than what you'll find on Chrono 24. Always the case here when you go shopping yourself. Try to negotiate a bit lower, but it's as good as it's going to get. Condition, obviously not great, but you could have it polished. It's better to be the first one to polish it if you really want to have it polished, if it matters to you or not. Then have it polished by somebody else and lose some of the metal. That's what it looks on my wrist. Frank Mueller, why not? Those are really good looking chronographs, probably a reliable off-the-shelf movement. And oop, you just saw a VC overseas first generation. It's just gone. And old school JLC, you see, they just keep on revamping the old watches. Nothing really new. Just a little revamp for every few years. These are looking pretty cool. And look closer at this annual calendar. My favorite 5396G. This one has a Tiffany signature, which doubles the price for it. Wow, what a price. That could be one and done for you. And yeah, the original chronograph here of Patek, oversized. These are coming back strongly into the market. Green dial for this Omega Speedmaster Date Japan edition. You don't see that one often. It commands a little premium, which doesn't Is not the case for the Chromaster Sport of Zenith. They kind of flunked it. Now it's really down on the market. Interesting GST, IWC. These ones, I think, yeah, three different metals are on these. I think these were pretty well. Interesting piece and not too expensive. This one expensive, but price is coming off. This is one of my favorite Daytonas, indeed, and this is as good a price you're gonna find for a root beer. But this one looks it has been worn quite a bit over the past 5 years. And a Tiffany dial, still inflated prices, of course, but they're collectibles. And I leave you with a mystery. I don't know. They say Seamaster Aquaterra with a chronograph. I don't know what it is. If you know, let me know in the comments and give me a like. Cheers.